Hello everyone and welcome back. Excuse me. We are about to continue from where we left off earlier today. Um, Pretty much we have helped stop the Daedric attack on the Citric Order, and we are going to do a little more with the Crystal Tower, I believe. Sorry, this is all running a little slow here. So, what we're gonna do is get all this here set up, and then we're just gonna launch into it. Slow here. So, nope, there we go. Because without that, I won't know if anyone is messaging me. Okay. So, we are going back to this boat here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that, as you guys know, I put all the copies of these wonderful adventures of all my playthroughs onto YouTube. If you want to go back and rewatch them, they are also on Facebook. You can watch this Facebook Live as well as on Twitch. But the other thing you guys should know is that originally I was just uploading the exact video. Whatever you guys see live is what goes on YouTube. But I think what I'm going to start doing is editing down the videos that go onto YouTube. So when you jump on and you watch and all that good jazz, and what are we going here for? Sure, it's not something I've already done. Oh, okay, maybe not. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, so the videos that go on YouTube will be edited down slightly, just shortening up the time. So if you want to see the whole thing in play from beginning to end, the unedited, you can just watch it on Facebook or on Twitch. Twitch keeps them stored for a little bit of time, I think about a month. But YouTube, as far as I know, doesn't delete them, but I could be wrong on that. So the full video is going to be on there, and the edited down that removes things like the travel time, the in between stuff will all be removed. On the YouTube to shorten it up. So, like earlier's video was about 3 hours long, or just shy of 3 hours. It came out to about slightly under 2 hours after I edited all the small stuff. So it's kind of like paraphrasing the whole thing. I even end up skipping some of the dungeons, like I said, the in-between stuff that isn't so much story build. You guys think you got this, but you have no idea. You don't know who you are messing with. You know, though, I've really been having a lot of fun with Animal Crossing too. It's a shame we can't stream that yet, but maybe at some point we'll get the Elgato. Oh, there we go. I mean, it took forever. And we're going. I see where we're going. Okay.
If you've come to rob me, I'm afraid I have little of value. I can help if you've a high fever or nervous stomach, but I have no need for gold these days.
Why would you think that I was here to rob you?
Healthy paranoia, I suppose. There's plenty of questionable characters out here, but I prefer it to the crowded cities. Too many going on about their appearance or their status or their career. I'm done with such trivialities.
Tendoria sent me. I'm here to purchase your rare dice.
Oh, it's been a long time since my former student has contacted me. And now she makes such demands. How quickly she forgets who trained her to hold a paintbrush. I have no need for gold. You can tell her that upon your empty-handed return.
Actually, she gave me this tea. Is this an acceptable trade?
This is Yokudan blue tea? I thought it lost forever. The last shipment was said to have sunk to the bottom of the Abyssan Sea. Oh, she's still clever, isn't she? Her and Veralel always were. Very well. Take my mixture. It's a good trade.
So, Tendoria used to be a student?
Yes, back when I had the inclination to bother with such upstarts. I thought that would be my legacy, to train great artists who would blossom under a careful eye. Sadly, all they did was rot in their own hubris.
Wait, what do you mean?
The life of a summerset artist is not easy. It's not enough to be merely great. You have to be better. Both Tendoria and Verarel wilted under that pressure. I blame myself for agreeing to tutor them together.
Can you tell me about Veradel and Tendora? And I guess like their relationship?
Their rivalry seemed harmless at first, even friendly. Just something to keep them motivated. But as it tends to be, one of them was always a step ahead. Soon any praise I had for one would pierce the pride of the other.
Then what about now?
And now they've both grown bitter and endlessly jealous of the other's success. They believe Somerset only has room for one great artist. Such foolishness. Honestly, it was their squabbling that led me to stop taking students.
Understandable. Okay. And onward.
That is it! I'm done with this mad forest. My, you look like you could use gold. Care to take a job of mine? Quite simple, really. An academic needs an escort through this forest.
Where is the academic?
She wished to meet at a camp. Given the manner of the riffraff one sees on the road these days, I cut through the forest. It's a maze in there. I was hired to defend a respectable research expedition, not to tramp through the woods in full armor.
And you're okay with leaving her there?
Daewin should have known better. An Ultima fights for glory, not coin. Crawling through the muck just to find some insignificant little temple? Simply outrageous. So, are we agreed? You'll take this off my hands?
I'll escort her during the expedition, yes.
Five Claw. You always arrive just when Raz needs you most. After Raz spoke to the pretty Sigi Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect to find you here helping out, though.
A haunted Sapiarch? That must be one of the Tower Sentinels. I came here to find them.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are two Sapiarchs. They guard the diamond key that can open the Crystal Tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
Lead the way, sir.
This way. Follow Raz.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No. I'm not looking for I'm not here to join the school. I'm looking for a couple of sapiarchs. Heniel and Imadril, is I believe how their names are pronounced. Are they here? Have you seen them at the academy at all?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Haniel stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Do you think she left the academy compound?
Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
Okay. Ah. I think your decision to leave the academy and go to the ancient ruins was the right call. Something isn't right here, though I don't quite determine what that may be. I prefer to disappear into the academy books for a day on end. I expect to spend a great deal of time hiding in the library, quiet studying room. I feel so much safer within its comfort. Let me tell you how I plan to organize my research. I'll start by reviewing Telagir's musing about the Sload. The last time we met for dinner, he seemed put off that I could not recall every line of his writing. Second, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm cool. It's a lot of nonsense.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
The code, can you figure it out?
Haniel mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the book Heniel mentioned?
We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
A cultich led the Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
Okay.
Eles liberaram muito nome de Charlie naquele. Como assim, curto? O ano passado.
Okay.
É que o pai é rapidinho, 3 horas se ele tá fazendo.
Okay.
Se tiver
It's like
PT, né?
I placed further notes on the Sload.
Cuidado, vocês não serem picados, porque quando os caras dão 70, eles vão se repetir.
Sounds.
Só pouquinho, vamos lugar.
Reading podium. I placed the. Okay. We placed the Saga Crystal.
Cadê DPS sim, porque DPS é destruidor.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
É porque eu entrei. É
If
assim, um entra, o
you're
outro
the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Sapiarch Larnatel sent me to find you and the other tower sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarch sent you and told you we got at the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can I find Imradil?
Daedric princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on the Sapiarch.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril.
Good.
You go find the one in the ruins.
Alright, Rouse. Let's do it.
Hey there, careful where you step. My livestock is having their dinner, and I won't have some bumblers stomping all over them. I've got enough trouble with their mating woes.
Livestock? You mean bugs?
These bugs happen to be the most desirable olive lint to crawl upon Somerset. Ground up, my beauties make the most brilliant shade of grey you ever did see. Why, I even got the artist Tindoria as a client. Oh, well, I did. What a shame.
What's a shame?
I always took her for one of the good ones. Never tried to cheat me or say I wasn't welcome. Always complimented my beauties when she visited. The ideal customer every time. To think that she would go so far as to sabotage my livestock.
Why would Tendra sabotage your farm?
Because it turns out she's just like every other high elf on this island. I refused to sell my carapaces to her exclusively, and this is what happens. Verilel was just heartbroken when I had to turn him away.
Wait, Verilel was here?
Yes, and he had quite a bit to say about Tindoria. He told me just last week she was complaining about my services. And I heard this wouldn't be the first time she's done something shady. Why, Ifra, to think I was so blind.
I'll see if I can find out what happened to your livestock.
Porque ele vai fazer um negócio lá, reconhecer.
Wait, don't hurt me. This wasn't my idea, honest. I just did what I was paid to. Just let me go and I'll tell you everything.
What were you doing here? What were you putting in this barrel?
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of pheromone? It makes those nasty bugs sleepy, but that's it, I swear. It's not poison or anything. Why did I ever agree to work for that snobby artist?
Tendora paid you to do this?
What? No, a fellow named Verilel. Nasty perfume, full of himself, typical artist. He paid me to sabotage this farm. Not quite sure why, but, well, I think it's about time I leave. No need to tell the authorities.
Get out of here
right?
before I change my mind.
That's it. This is the last time I get caught up in artist rivalries.
I trust your search was as fruitless as mine?
Actually, I found the mere sabotage in you, and he said Verilel paid him to do it.
He did? Well, honestly, I would love to believe that. Team Doria's support was the only thing I had going for my business for a long while. But what would Verilel have to gain from all this?
Tendorel needs your colors. Perhaps Verilel was trying to sabotage her.
That's true. Team Doria and Verilel have been rivals for as long as they've been artists. I even let that bastard convince me Team Doria was the one who did it. Ah, these artists and their rivalries. It's always us little people who are made to suffer.
I don't disagree there. Tendora hired me to collect your gray. Do you still have some to give?
Here, take the last of my stock. I'm sorry I ever took the word of that perfumed pansy over Team Doria. Just glad I'm able to get her this shipment. That gentleman never did me a bit of harm.
I'll make sure to relay the message. Hello.
You walk in here on 3 skivers arguing over a dead body and decide you want to chat with one of them? You either got some kind of guts or you're some kind of stupid. Either way, maybe you can help.
What happened here?
A family squabble of sorts. You see, one of these cozies went and killed Vereda. Problem is, none of us are about to go treasure hunting with a murderer at our back. When killing for gold, you don't stop at one. So I hear.
You mentioned treasure?
Ancestor of ours, Jadil the Keelhauler, cached her loot around here. If you grab the chest for us, there's no chance for a sneak attack. The map over there will lead you right to it. And obviously, I'll pay you for the trouble.
I'll collect the treasure chest for you. But I have no more quest open to do.
You walk in here on 3 skivers arguing ancestors. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Look at these squabbling fools. Why don't I just take the treasure myself? Tough like that. The only thing that will crack the chest open is the blood of Jadil's descendant. Thus, you'll need one of us.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm known as Igeki Ratbite. It would serve you well to not forget that name, given that I'll one day have a legacy as epic as Jadil herself.
Why are you calling Egek Ratbite?
You saw my face, right? I got bit by a rat.
A rat did that?
It was a big rat. Don't worry, it's dead now.
Alright then, tell me about the other one.
She was an explorer. Sailed from Atmora all the way to Yakura, despite half her crew falling mad along the way. She discovered new lands, new cultures. Shame so few hear of her. Her greatest adventure was raiding the palace of King Ognum himself.
Okay, and is that how she got the treasure?
Right you are. Fled Piandanea after, quick as a flash. Passed the whole Merrimore fleet came after her. Eventually, they chased her right to this cove. She fled to the shore, clutching a single chest of treasure. Buried it before making her way back home.
And so she enchanted it so that only her or her descendants could open it.
The blood of my blood willingly given. That's how the enchantment goes. You see, Jadil wanted to settle down, have a few brats of her own. So, the story was passed along, waiting for a descendant adventurous enough to set sail.
Só joga
Okay.
as areias pra cima, mas não entra na água. Recebi. Que bebê, gente, pelo amor de Deus.
Okay.
Another one? You there! Come here! I bet you've come here for an Aurealis bloom. Well, tough luck. Fresh out. Last one was nabbed a fortnight ago. Come back in about a year. Maybe I'll have another one by then.
How do you know I came to collect this?
Why else would you come here? The view? You know, once you could get an Aurealis anywhere. Now it's all but gone. Blotted out of existence by the greed of artists.
Artist?
You heard me. As soon as they learned it made a pretty paint, that was it. Didn't care that it takes over a year to grow, and that's only with proper care. No, they had to have it. And so they took, and now there's nothing left.
Do you mind if I look around for any?
What are you, deaf? Or just scared to go back empty-handed? Look, I told you that plant is gone. Go find another bloom for your fancy painting. Off with you now. Just leave me and my garden be.
Okay.
Are you mad? You're damaging my plants! Hey there! Leave that alone! Please, leave that Aurealis alone! You can't take it! What is wrong with you? Why couldn't you just continue on your way?
You lied about it being here.
Of course I did. Why would I let you have one of the last, if not the last, surviving blooms? If you take that plant, the species may be wiped out for good. Did you ever, in your obsession with paint, think about what you're taking from Somerset?
This might be the last one?
Yes! That's what I've been saying all along. You're about to uproot what could be the last Aurealis on Somerset and grind it up for some painting. How could you do something so horrible?
This can't be the last plant on Somerset.
You really want to take the chance? I'm telling you, I've searched all over this island. This is the only one I could find. In less than a year, it will spread seeds. I'll nurture them, help rekindle the species. Please, just don't do this.
Alright. I'll spare the plant.
Finally, someone who sees reason. Thank the stars. And thank you too, kind traveler. After the last visitor, I was just about ready to give up hope that I'd ever meet a kindred soul. Oh, but damn that Verilel. I'd have 2 blooms if not for him.
Valodel?
Yes, Verilel. The blasted artist who took the last Aurealis bloom I cultivated. That's why I was so desperate to save the only surviving plant.
Okay. Yeah. Give it to me. Oh. Okay.
So, were you able to
Here's
find
the
Jadrir's
treasure
treasure?
chest.
Huh. I always imagined it a tad bigger. Well, if it's stuck with diamonds, I guess it doesn't much matter what size the box is.
Yes,
Thanks for
baby.
grabbing it. Now, if you'll excuse
Huh?
me, I'm going to crack
What?
this beauty open. Now, let's see what we're working with here.
Can't you bleed any faster, Igeki?
Indeed, my being roils with anticipation.
What the? There's just a scroll in here. I sailed across many seas and raided many ships, but the most precious treasure is family. May you see the wisdom in these words.
What? I came all this way for nothing? I can't believe I poisoned Vereda for a stupid scroll!
Hold a moment. You killed Vereda? But I was the one who strangled her right after she fell asleep.
Neither of you are making any sense. I stabbed her right after we doused the fire.
Wait, did we all kill Vereda to get a bigger share of the treasure?
Ha! I suppose betrayal runs in the family.
Well then. Alright. Clearly there is something else I need from here. Alright, Sparties. Not a very big fan of spiders. Fire does a very good job of removing them. More spiders. Myself above, I'll let you guys melt your own selves. And I'll let you guys tatter away. bitch.
You won't get past my splendid webs, mortal! Huh? Charge!
Heal myself here again. You got nothing going on. You're gonna die a horrible death.
The mistress has already claimed her prize.
Has she?
Don't let it take me!
No worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly!
Okay, there we go.
Nephalem damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though. No! Save the Dawn Star gem!
Oh. Well. So close.
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamonds. Sapiarch Lernetel sent me to find you. Heniel is safe.
Then you know we're tower sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the crystal tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Nephalem, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Rest easy, Tower Sentinel.
Tell her
Rest easy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he died. Damn. Damn.
Ah, there you are. The ritemaster needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
I will do my best. So one of the Sentinels are dead, which is a shame. But I got the diamond key.
Hold, courier. I would like to have a word, if you would.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard quite a bit about your little venture to acquire Tindoria's supplies for her latest sketch, and I must say I'm impressed. You've certainly proven capable. I have a proposition for you. Sell those supplies to me instead.
Why would I sell her supplies to you?
Well, I could speak to how those supplies would be used in the service of art that touches the soul of mer and man. But I feel my words would not move you, so let's try another venue, shall we? I'll double whatever payment Tindoria has offered.
I don't know if I could trust you. I know you sabotaged the bug farm.
Me do such a thing? As I told dearest Brodrin, it was Tindoria who sought to drive him to ruin. Why, I adore the little woodland elf. Tindoria has tricked you, my friend.
It wasn't Tindoria who told me.
Then someone she paid to incriminate me, no doubt. This game we play is one with many twists. Tindoria has simply made sure to be one step ahead this time. Sell me those supplies, and I'll even make sure to compensate Brodrin for the trouble.
I'm going to complete the contract with Tindoria.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Such wonderful colors wasted on such a forgettable piece. I am a purveyor of the divine, my friend. Cannot blame me for trying. Off with you, then. I shall defeat my rival the old-fashioned way, with talent.
Alright, well, good luck with that, sir. I'm not here to judge. I'm just doing what I'm paid to do.
At last you return, and with my reagents! Come, I simply must see them. My genius is like a stallion waiting to be set free.
I've gathered your regiment, but there was a complication.
Complication? A fine way to refer to Verilel. Oh, don't look so surprised. I can still smell that insufferable perfume of his. Yet here you are, which tells me you must have seen through his charade. Now, what of my supplies?
I couldn't acquire the Aurealis. It seems to be going extinct.
Extinct? How could such a common plant go extinct? Just last week I saw some. Oh, wait a moment, was that last month? Last year? Oh, how the time flies when you're creating. No matter. Fine, I can work without it. I will, however, dock your pay.
Also, Verilel poisoned the bugs on the bug farm. They won't mate.
Oh, that scoundrel! Brodrin is a good mer, and he loves those bugs like his own children. This is intolerable news. How will I do without my sea grey? No, I cannot allow this. I will send Brodrin alone to cover this year's livestock.
And Herma was grateful for the tea.
Oh, wonderful! I hoped she'd like it. I do wish she'd return to the city instead of living in that backwater swamp. Though perhaps something good can be said for her isolation, as she's created such a lovely teal.
Well, here are the supplies you asked me to acquire.
And here is your payment, as contracted. I am pleased you chose to honor our arrangement instead of siding with that scoundrel. Oh, I see it now. You're the perfect subject for my masterpiece. Your shining loyalty, your pure heart. Perfect.
All right.
Your visage upon my canvas shall be viewed for centuries, I'm sure. Why, maybe one day it will be featured in a gallery with the Queen herself. It's really very generous of me. You're quite welcome.
I don't have time to sit for painting.
Oh, just a quick sketch then, to capture your essence. I simply must make sure I get the eyes right. There, that should serve well enough.
Alright, thanks. I guess. Oh, it's a nice painting you got there. Anyways.
Vindilwin told me where she sent you. I've been having the most interesting conversation with this divine prosecution person here. Did you know the tall elves have at least 3 rules for every possibility? Oh, did you find the stolen goods?
I recovered the items from the Eleanor Palace for Remedel.
Regard is so happy he could kiss you. The last time I did that, though, Thane Mera punched me in the nose, so... I know. Let's give the good Justiciar one of my Nord keepsakes. Which one do you think he'd like best?
The
Interesting.
stuffed goat is the only one you have left,
The
man.
stuffed goat represents stoic bravery, and she never breaks any rules. I mean, how could she? She's dead. Anyway, she stands for all the same things as the divine prosecution. Yes, I think that's the perfect gift to give to the Justiciar.
Alright, so, give him the goat.
The Nord Cultural Exchange proudly returns the Queen's stolen items. And this stuffed goat, it's a Nord treasure.
Remarkable work. I'll grant you that writ of authenticity now. A word of advice. If Vindilwin refuses to help, remind her that the divine persecution might remember the incident at the Battle Reeves dinner party.
Okay.
I don't have anything to say to you or anyone else. Please, go.
Emily, I'm here. Emile, I'm here to talk about Helenian's murder. Did you really kill him?
Yes.
Vivian believes you're innocent. She says you never kill anyone.
She's wrong.
I've decided to investigate Helenian's murder. You need to tell me what happened.
What? No, no. They already did an investigation. I murdered Haladon. It was me. Why are you inserting yourself into matters that don't concern you? I murdered a Sapiarch. I accept responsibility and my punishment. Go away. I don't want your help.
É que mostrando é mais fácil. Ó, igual ali, ó.
Why are you interrogating Emil? I am Kalawende, Chief Diplomat of the Mages Guild. I apologize for my tone. This has been a trying time. The Sapiarchs consider this matter closed, you know. What are you doing exactly? Who sent you? Our interests may align.
Vivian asked me to speak to Emile. she believes he didn't murder Helidon.
Vivian, look, I've uncovered something odd as well. The Sapiarchs have made it very difficult for me to intervene directly. Perhaps you can help. Emil met a shady merchant named Galador prior to the murder. That's very out of character for him.
What sort of deal did Emil have with Galador?
That's what I came here to find out. But it seems Emil doesn't want to talk. Galador has deep connections to Lilandril's smugglers and thieves. If you learn what Emil purchased from Galador, we might gain some insight into Haladan's murder.
Alright, I can look into the business with Galador. Where should I start?
Galador stores his business ledger in one of the inn's larger suites. Unfortunately, he placed a hex on the book, making it impossible to read without a passphrase. If you discover the passphrase, you should be able to learn what Emil purchased.
Alright, I'll learn to catch the passphrase and investigate the ledger.
My contacts tell me that Galador left the city on business. Goodness knows what time. No one will accost you while you investigate. Just be careful. It cannot become known the Mages Guild is investigating this matter after the Sapiarchs forbid it.
What can you tell me about Vivian?
She is tenacious. She often volunteers to help others. You won't find a more zealous advocate for the Mages Guild's goals and mission. In truth, I've never had a greater pupil, aside from Emil, of course.
How is Emil more talented?
In my experience, people use talent as an excuse for idleness and lack of effort. Emil and Vivian both enjoy great natural ability, but Emil's focus on restoration magic indicates purer motives. He also works harder than anyone I know.
Why haven't you looked into this matter yourself?
Truthfully, I'd love to, but as a diplomat, I don't have that luxury. The Sapiarchs consider the matter settled, and officially, our Mages Guild has accepted their ruling. I have a duty to preserve our relations with the Sapiarchs.
So Helidon's murder has caused tension between the Mages Guild and the Sapiarchs.
It's exacerbated tensions that already exist. You're a high elf. You know how stodgy and inflexible our people can be. The Sapiarchs see this murder as evidence of guild negligence. Our members resent it, so we're caught in a downward spiral.
Is there someone else who might be able to shed light on the murder?
Yes, the guard who found Emil, Miliron. The Sapiarchs classified him as a Ryazen, a critical witness. Anyone with close ties to Emil is forbidden to speak with him, but not you. I'll find out where they've hidden Miliron. You look into Galador.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sim, é muito bom. E tem uns patches novos, porque o endgame do jogo, do jogo, ele é baseado em Magic e Physical Amplification. Então tem os patches que te dão o Magical Amplification.
Okay. Payment pendant.
Over here.
I see.
I trust you were successful. My own inquiries were fruitful. I've learned where we must go next in this investigation. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you manage to break Galador's wards?
Yes.
What did you find?
Emil purchased a keg of sheep's blood and several alchemist syringes for Galador.
Honestly? What would Emil want with sheep's blood? And syringes? I'd suspect blood magic or chemical addiction if I didn't know Emil. Neither of those items are illegal. He must have bought them from Galador to keep the purchase a secret.
So what now?
I'll try to figure out what Emil wanted with these items. Meanwhile, I found the guard who arrested Emil, Millerant. I'm forbidden to speak to him, but you are not. The Sapiarchs moved Millerant to Lilandril's docks. Find out what he knows.
Okay. You got it. Alright, Mr. Kitty?
What is it?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Lilandril. Just off the boat?
Lots of sailors coming and going. Just don't forget to submit your shipping manifests to the harbor master. Unless there's something else you need.
I'm looking into Helidon's murder. Can you tell me what happened when Emil came back from the city?
Sad business, that. I was at my post when I saw Emil with a body slung over his shoulder. Once he reached the gate, he slid Halidon's corpse onto the ground and collapsed. He just knelt there sobbing, saying, "I killed him over and over."
How did he strike you? Coherent? Remorseful?
He didn't seem mad, if that's what you're asking. But he wasn't lucid either. When it comes to murderers, I've met more than my fair share. So you can trust me when I say Emil's no murderer. He might have killed Halidon, but it wasn't on purpose.
Any idea where Emil and Helidon were prior to the murder?
Look, you need to promise me you'll keep this to yourself. Saltbreeze Cave is just south of here. Well-worn entrance, wizard's tools scattered about. I tried to tell the Sapiarchs about it, but your answers are in that cave. Guaranteed.
What did you know about the Saltbreeze Cave?
This business with Emil was just too odd. Once the Sapiarchs convicted him, I had to find the truth of it. I took my coursing hound, Othelus, down to the gate and had him follow Halidon's blood trail. It led right to the mouth of that cave.
You didn't go in?
No, Saltbreeze has a sour reputation. It used to be a popular haunt for the city youth to drink, sing, fornicate, that sort of thing. Then we lost a pair of lovebirds in a salamander attack. It's been abandoned ever since. At least we thought so.
You said the Sapiarchs refused to investigate.
Of course they did. They'd already declared Emil guilty of the murder. Can't lose face over something like this. You got a confession, Milleron, just let it go. Humph. They're just anxious to be done with this whole affair.
You saw Helidon's body. What do you think happened to him?
That's the other thing. Halidon looked like he'd been thrown off a cliff. Legs broken, blood leaking out of his ears, collapsed ribcage. You tell me how a wiry Breton could do that to someone. It doesn't make a whit of sense.
He's a powerful mage. Maybe some kind of spell?
Unless he can conjure up a stone club the size of an ox yoke, I just can't imagine it. I'll tell you to examine the body yourself, but the Sapiarchs already burned it. Convenient.
Okay. Okay. And into the cave we go. Top one. Hey, bud. I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't be here. Oh, yeah. Let's free up this. There we go. Okay. Drop the key. Okay, there we go.
Who's there?
Hi.
Emil? Is that you? Where is Halidon? Is he all right?
My name is Artemis Sunborn. I'm afraid Helidon is dead and Emil is arrested for his murder.
Auriel, forgive me. Please listen carefully. Emil did not murder Halidon. I swear it. The two of them only sought to help me. I suffered from a mysterious affliction. Halidon and Emil infected me with vampirism to halt the disease's progress.
Vampirism? Did you kill Haladin?
Gods, no! I came here with my companion Gerwadel. By the time we arrived, her illness was terminal. Emil tried to administer the cure to her too, but she broke free and attacked Haladon. There was so much shouting. I thought maybe they escaped.
If your companion murdered Haladin, why is Emil taking the blame?
Stone abominations. Vampiric alchemy. If the Sapiarchs found out that Haladon had a hand in this tragedy, they would strike his name from the histories. Emil would never let that happen. Read Haladon's notes, you'll see the truth of it.
So Emil would sacrifice himself to protect Haladin's memory?
Absolutely. Haladon and Emil loved each other deeply. It was obvious from the moment I arrived. Emil would never let something he did jeopardize Haladon's reputation. Were their roles reversed, Haladon would do the same thing. Guaranteed.
Is Haladin's reputation really that important?
I don't think you understand the Sapiarchs. It wouldn't be a simple matter of not praying over Haladon's grave. They would expunge his memory entirely. Every discovery he made, every scholarly paper, everything. It would be like he never existed.
Would telling the truth put you at risk?
Undoubtedly. The Sapiarchs would probably dispatch a few vampire hunters to find me. But don't worry about that. I'll find a way to take care of myself.
I like that. That's nice. Has becoming a vampire cured you?
I believe so. The fog is gone. The flop sweats and sleepless nights with dreams of blood and stone. But the cost was high. Too high. Poor Haladon. And now there's the hunger.
So, the hunger.
Yes. I can feel it creeping up the back of my throat. That thirst. It was just a tickle at first. Now, who knows how far it will go. Emil brewed this form of the virus alchemically. Maybe this will pass and I won't need to feed it all. I can hope.
Do you plan on drinking innocent people's blood?
Never. Enough people have suffered on my account. Anyway, how would I find them? The shale skin disease claimed my sight before Emil had the chance to administer the treatment. I will find a way to survive without harming others. You have my word.
How do you plan on getting out of here if you can't see?
My new condition does have a few benefits. My senses are keener now than they've ever been. I can hear the flutter of a moth's wings and smell lichens in the next room. It's enough. It will have to be enough.
Tell me about this affliction they are treating.
They called it osteochondritic fever. A rare virus that hardens the skin like stone and oyster shell.
Hey Chris, what's up, bud?
Bad enough, it also drives you insane. Gerwadel had already succumbed to the madness when she attacked Haladon.
How did both of you and Gerwadel contract it?
We were part of a merchant fleet that got blown off course. Round up beached on an island full of Sload mischief. Something in the air there. Or perhaps the water. All of us were infected. So far as I know, I'm the only one that survived.
Why would Haladin risk all this?
Truthfully, because he was the kindest, most generous mayor I've ever known. We were childhood friends, you see. When I wrote to him about my condition, he didn't even hesitate. He just bid me come to Lilandra, no questions asked.
Okay. Well, best of luck with everything, ma'am. Let's see. Alright. Okay, there we go.
Com aquela vozinha nojenta aí.
Hurry to Lilandra, prove Emil's innocence. I'll find my way. Somehow.
Alright, and inside we go.
You again? I told you, I don't want to talk about this. I'm guilty.
I met Naresi.
What? No. No, you're mistaken.
She told me what happened. Her infected companion killed Haladian.
No. You can't believe her. She's lying. I attacked Haladon. I killed him. You're making this up. No one will believe it.
I know you infected Norresia with vampirism. I have Haldeon's notes.
No. Please, you must burn those notes. If the Sapiarchs learn what Haladon and I did, he'll be ruined. Disgraced. All his work will be for nothing. And Norresia. Mara, save me. Poor Norresia. They'll kill her. Please, you must keep this a secret.
I need to think about this.
By Magnus, if what you say is true, Emil's innocent. You seem hesitant. Don't get bogged down in the details of his experiments. The important thing is that he didn't murder Haladon. You have to take this to the Sapiarchs.
You aren't worried the Sapiarchs might try to kill Haladian's friend, Norresia?
She's a vampire. I grew up in Shornhelm, and I know how dangerous they are. They drink people's blood for Mara's sake. Look, I pity Norresia, but we can't destroy Emil's life over one bad decision. Setting a vampire free is reckless. You know that.
What about...
You're what? Well, that says maybe. I'm sorry if I offended you, but you're clearly the exception. A half-starved vampire recovering from some rare illness is dangerous. Period.
Well, what about the damage to Helene's reputation in the Mages Guild?
Haladon's dead. And if he truly loved Emil, he would gladly suffer humiliation to keep his beloved out of prison. You know that. As for the guild endures. We'll be fine. Just do the right thing.
You seem a little closed-minded, ma'am.
Poor Emil. He meant well. But these are shocking revelations. I never thought he'd be so reckless. Creating a potion to deliberately infect someone with vampirism? By the eight. If this gets out, the Sapiarchs may never trust us again.
You'd let Emil go to prison to cover this up?
I care for Emil, but I have a whole guild to consider. We've brought many outsiders to Somerset, and our relations here are tenuous at best. Even if Emil didn't murder Haladon, creating a potion this hazardous is still grounds for exile.
What will happen to Emil if I suppress the evidence?
I spoke to Sapiarch Saratarel. If Emil makes a full confession, the Sapiarchs will let us handle the details of his imprisonment. I've arranged for Emil to return to Stormhaven. A familiar setting, sympathetic guards. It's the best I can do.
Will he ever go free?
No. But then, there are many forms of freedom. Wouldn't you agree? Emil will have access to our vast library and ample opportunity to write and publish. He can still play a vital role in the advancement of the arcane arts. You have my word.
So, justice has to be served. I'm going to tell the Sapiarchs the truth. You're going free. Or I respect your wishes and I won't share what... I should really respect his wishes.
There's nothing to consider. Even if I didn't kill Haladon, the vampirism was my idea. He never would have agreed to it if I hadn't pushed him. Haladon meant more to me than you'll ever know. His memory is all I have left. Don't ruin it. Please.
I'll respect your wishes. I won't share what I found out to the Sapiarchs. But you better be right on this, man. You better be right.
Oh, Mara bless you. Losing Haladon was awful. I still see his bloody face with my waking eyes. The only thing keeping me sane is the knowledge that I might spare his reputation and the friend he dearly loved. Thank you for this kindness.
I hope you find peace. It's a brave thing you're doing. Good luck, my friend.
You have new evidence to present? Very well. I trust your investigation was thorough and unbiased? Or rather, as thorough and unbiased as an itinerant newcomer can manage. What new evidence do you wish to enter into the official record?
I have no new evidence. Emil is definitely guilty.
Well, that is a surprise. As farcical as your investigation might have been, I appreciate your willingness to side with the facts. It does much to restore my opinion of the Mages Guild in Lilandril.
What will happen to Emil now?
I've already spoken with the guild diplomat, Kalawende. We resolved to send Emil back to Stormhaven. Leaving a Breton to rattle around in a high elf prison would reflect poorly on all of us. Better to imprison him among his own kind.
So that's it then?
Mercifully, yes. The Mages Guild promised to imprison Emil for the rest of his brief Breton life. I have no reason to doubt their sincerity, given your honesty today. Let us put this matter behind us. The Guild and the Sapiarchs must move forward.
Okay.
Now then, I see no reason to delay Emil's exile. I will formalize his conviction today, and have him turned over to the Mages Guild shortly thereafter. This sordid affair has caused enough pain. I'll not draw it out.
So what does it mean for the Mages Guild?
Your honesty and Kalawende's willingness to accede to our demands give me hope for the future. The Mages Guild suffers from all the vices of youth, but perhaps, with our help, it can grow into an organization worthy of its proud high elf heritage.
The Mage Guild suffers from all the voices of youth and perhaps... Okay. Alright. I don't know why I started reading that, but whatever.
As I have said, the proxy queen is unable to
hello?
I honestly never expected to see either you or Ambassador Riggett again. Can I assume this means you acquired the items I specified?
Here are the recommendations, the tickets you asked for.
So I see. I'll just file the documents away for later review, and slip those tickets into my bodice for safekeeping. We should be able to process your request and schedule an appointment for, let's say, 5 weeks from next Monday.
5 weeks? That's not what we agreed to.
You're lucky I'm entertaining the Norde's request at all. Take the appointment and be grateful for this time with the Proxy Queen. I know newcomers who would kill for a meeting sometime this year, let alone in 5 weeks. No.
Então vamos lá pegar as provas. Aqui, ó.
Riggert is so disappointed. How can I negotiate peace if I can't even get an audience with the High Elf Proxy Queen? What a terrible predicament this has turned out to be. Do you have any brilliant ideas, my friend?
You can threaten her with information Jesse or Reladin provided. That might work.
Of course. Threaten the snooty High Elf with a scandal. High Elves hate scandals, snooty or otherwise. Watch how Riggert negotiates a difficult situation. No, better idea. You do it. That way Riggert gets to be the good Nord. More believable that way.
Okay.
Back again? You and that Nord are worse than a plague of fell runners in a field of swamp nettles. What do you want this time?
Rolla Meadow suggested I remind you about the incident at the Battle Reeves dinner party.
He did what? How dare he? Why, I have a mind to... No. I see how it is. Very well. Tell the ambassador I'm impressed by his ruthless use of rumor and innuendo. I'll let the Proxy Queen know that Riggert is her next appointment.
Thank you.
What happened? Did the threatening words do the trick? Or is Riggert in even more trouble with the snooty High Elves now?
It worked. Carrier Veladine has agreed to grant you an immediate audience with the Proxy Queen.
She did? I mean, of course she did. Riggert had every confidence in you. Thank you, my friend. Take this with the gratitude of the Nord Cultural Exchange. I think you'll like it better than that stinky essence of mammoth that I saw you ogling.
Thank you, sir.
Proxy Queen Eleanor Way, may I present the Nord Ambassador, Rigert the Brash.
Pleased to be seeing your beautiful face, Your Majesty. Sign the treaty, and we can break for dinner. Unless you want to be negotiating first.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Ambassador. I'll listen to what you have to say, and we'll see where the evening takes us.
As long as the evening includes lots of mead, that sounds fine to me.
Ambassador, I find your Nordish inclinations to be most refreshing.
Oh, Rigert has plenty of inclinations, Your Majesty.
We look forward to finding out all about your inclinations, Ambassador Rigert. Come along. The royal chef makes a rabbit meatball pie that you'll absolutely devour.
Fantastic. And with that, I am now done with the Nord. That's what it comes down to, but what about...
The news from the Queen's Eye. I have no time to deal with whatever issue concerns you, newcomer. I recently received word that all of Somerset faces an imminent threat from a source we believed had disappeared long ago.
So I take it Raz told you about the sea Sload.
Oh, I see. You must be the newcomer the Queen's cat was going on and on about. If this threat is real, and you actually killed one of the sea Sload, then I suppose I could use your help. Will you lend your talents to the defense of our island?
What do you need from me?
I sent a group of adventurers and a squad of marines to investigate the threat. They reported in, said they were exploring a promising lead. That was the last I heard. Kynar, Grog, and Maria seem capable enough, but I'm concerned for their safety.
I'll locate the adventurers and find out what happened to them.
Find Kynar and his companions in the caves of Conwaston. That's where the last report said they were going. I even provided a squad of marines to assist them, so something significant must have happened for them to have gone completely silent.
Do you know anything else about the sea Sload?
Frankly, I thought sea Sloads were just a myth. Other than the report from Razumdar, I have no solid evidence of this so-called incursion. That said, the disappearance of Kynar and the marines I sent out has given me cause for concern.
Well, why not just send an army to deal with the sea Sload?
Without more information, there's no target to attack. Besides, I don't have an army at my disposal right now. The majority of our forces are committed to the continent and the Three Banners War. I must rely on the forces at hand.
Yeah, this war has been going on for a very long time.
As I have said, the proxy queen
It's a
is
shame.
unable to hold an audience.
I don't see it ending anytime soon, even though they do know that the god of mischief is behind a lot of this. Gonna go the Artaeum again. Maybe I won't finish today. I spent so much time editing my video after I was done the first one. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play today as much as I wanted to, though I got a lot of good time in. Got a lot of good time in. So let me see where this is gonna take me then.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiox after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Raz. The other one was slain by Nephalia.
Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiox no longer have an attuned pair of key bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Nephalem dragged the Gold Knight into her realm after he dropped his gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
You said it will be harder to access the Crystal Tower now. Why?
Yes. Without two attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiarchs can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
Remind me, who is Meridia again?
Meridia is the Daedric Prince of Life and Light, and the matron of the Colored Rooms. She isn't part of the Triad of Princes. Indeed, it seems that she has specifically sent her champion to oppose them. We'll need to keep that in mind as we proceed.
Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far.
Thank you.
While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the Heart of Transparent Law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
Okay, you remember where you hid the Heart of Transparent Law?
Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the Dreaming Cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the Heart of Transparent Law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave?
I'll meet you in the Dreaming Cave.
The answer to where I hid the Heart of Transparent Law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Tell me more about the Dreaming Cave.
The Dreaming Cave lies beneath Kapora Tower, where the various threads of magicka and other energies come together and pool like water running down a chain. Trained Psijics can use that energy to open portals to anywhere in Oblivion and beyond.
So you opened the portal to the Oblivion realm?
Perhaps. I honestly can't remember. If not for the success of my scrying spell, even this minor memory would still elude me. There's more to explain, but words fail me. I'll show you what I mean when we go down to the Dreaming Cave.
What was the projection you were looking at?
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed me to project images from my mind for further study, to look for details my memory alone may have missed. I watched one particular sequence over and over, the one where I took the heart into the cave.
That's how you remember using the Dream Cave to hide the heart.
As I explained, the scrying allowed me to see myself take the heart into the Dreaming Cave, to watch as I opened a portal and stepped inside. Then the image faltered and skipped a beat. It ended with me back in the cave, but the heart was gone.
Where's the Valerian, where's Valserine right now?
Valserine refuses to leave Lathan's side. She's trying to get him to explain how he could forsake our order and pledge himself to a Daedric prince. I hope she can see her way through this. We're going to need her before all is said and done.
What happened between Valserine and Lathan?
That's not my tale to tell. They both rose through the ranks of our order together, fell in love, had a child. The rest, well, that's personal. I still find it difficult to believe that the Lathan I know could betray us.
Yeah, I'm not sure, bud. Well, let's see. Dreaming Cave. Okay, what do I have going on here? Alright guys, so I'm actually going to do a stop here. It's getting a little late and I do got work tomorrow. So let's do